Alright, let's talk about the Mophie Snap Plus wireless charger. This MagSafe stand promises perfect alignment, fast charging, and a cool spot for your AirPods. But here's what surprised me. After weeks of testing, I found problems that could make this $50 charger a real disappointment. Therefore, you need to see this honest review before you buy. For the best price, click the link in the description. Let's get straight into it. This charger looks sleek on your desk. Your iPhone snaps into place with those magnets. It feels secure. You can tilt it, use it portrait or landscape. That's great for FaceTime or watching videos. But is that worth 50 bucks? Therefore, let's dive deeper. The first big promise is power. It says up to 15W for Android, 7.5W for iPhone. That sounds decent. However, wireless charging is always slower than wired. That's a given. But the real issue, heat. I monitored charging sessions. My phone got noticeably warm. Not just a little warm, but uncomfortably hot during longer charges. This is a problem because heat slows down charging and can potentially affect battery health over time. It's like putting your phone on a mild stove. Not ideal. Therefore, if you want fast charging, you might be better off with a cable. Now about the magnetic snap, it's strong. Your phone won't fall off. That's a win. But there's a hidden catch. The included snap adapter for non-MagSafe phones. It's a little plastic ring you stick to your phone. Sounds clever. However, it's a bit of a hassle. You have to attach it permanently if you want the magnetic feature. And if you remove it, it might leave residue. It's like a bad sticker on an expensive book. Not very elegant. Let's talk about the AirPods charging spot. It's a nice touch. You just drop your AirPods case there, but it only delivers 5W. That's slow. It's basically a trickle charge. Fine for overnight, but not if you need a quick boost. It's like a dedicated parking spot that's always at the far end of the lot. Convenient, but not exactly fast. The stand itself is sturdy. The tilt adjustment works smoothly. You can find a good angle for viewing. That's genuinely useful. But here's another twist. The charging pad area is quite small. If your AirPods case isn't perfectly centered, it might not charge. I've had it miss a few times. It requires a bit of precision, like trying to land a toy helicopter on a tiny pad. A little frustrating. Now the Amazon rating is 4.2 stars. That seems good. But let's peek at some real user reviews. Many people love the design and convenience. However, scattered throughout are complaints. Some say the magnets aren't strong enough for heavy cases. Others mention the charger just stopped working after a few months. One person said it was slower than their old, cheaper pad. It's not a unanimous love affair. I want to make a joke here. This charger is like a relationship that looks perfect on Instagram, but is actually just okay. It's got commitment, magnets, but sometimes it just leaves you feeling a bit hot and bothered. Let's consider the price again. $49.95. That's not cheap for a wireless charger. You could buy a simple cheap pad for under $20, but you're paying for the brand, the design, and the MagSafe integration. Therefore, the question is, are those extras worth the premium? For some, absolutely, but for others, maybe not. Another problem I encountered, cable length. The included cable is pretty short. It limits where you can place the charger relative to your power outlet. You might need an extension. That's an extra cost and clutter. It's like buying a fancy car but discovering the fuel hose is only 3 feet long. A bit inconvenient. Now a positive, the build quality feels premium. Mophie is a known brand. It doesn't feel cheap. The materials are good. But premium feel doesn't always mean premium performance. Therefore, we have to weigh aesthetics against function. Here's my second joke. Using this charger feels like having a personal valet for your phone. He's always there, holding it upright, but sometimes he charges it so slowly you wonder if he's just pretending to work. Let's move to the landscape mode feature. This is great for watching videos while charging. You snap your phone in and it holds it sideways. But there's a subtle issue. The angle isn't always perfect for every viewing scenario. You might need to adjust it a few times. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's like an adjustable chair that still requires you to fidget to get comfortable. What about charging speed tests? I compared it to a basic wired charger. The wireless charging was predictably much slower. From 20% to 80%, it took significantly longer. If you're in a hurry, this isn't your tool. It's for leisurely, overnight, or desk-based charging. Therefore, know your needs. The magnetic alignment is foolproof for MagSafe iPhones. No fumbling. That's a legitimate advantage over standard cheap pads where you have to position the phone carefully. But if you don't have a MagSafe iPhone, you're relying on that adhesive adapter, and that might not be a permanent solution you want. Now, the third joke. The Snap adapter is like a friendship bracelet for your phone. It shows commitment, but if you break up, remove it, it leaves a sticky memory. Consider multi-device charging. This stand only charges one phone and one set of AirPods. You can't charge two phones. For a multi-person desk, or if you have two phones, this is a limitation. It's a solo performer. Let's discuss reliability. My unit worked fine for the testing period, but online reviews suggest some units fail. That's a risk with any electronics, but at this price, you expect durability. Therefore, it's a point of caution. The final major point, value. Is this the best wireless charging stand for you? It depends. If you have a MagSafe iPhone and value the upright, adjustable design for desk use, it could be a good fit. But if you prioritize fast charging, low heat, and broader compatibility, there might be better options. Maybe even cheaper ones. My fourth joke. Buying this charger is like ordering a gourmet burger. It looks fantastic on the menu, the product page, but when it arrives, it's still just a burger, and sometimes it's a bit overcooked hot. So let's wrap up. The Mophie Snap Plus wireless charger has a sleek design, strong magnets for MagSafe users, and useful tilt orientation features. But it also has problems. Potential overheating, slow charging for AirPods, reliance on an adhesive adapter for non-MagSafe phones, a short cable, and a premium price that might not justify the performance for everyone. Therefore, my honest recommendation: if you absolutely want a magnetic, upright charging stand and have a MagSafe iPhone, consider it, but be aware of the downsides. If you don't have MagSafe, or if you want the fastest possible charging, or if you're budget conscious, look at other options. There are many alternatives. For the most detailed specs and the best current price on Amazon, check the link in the description below. That's where you'll find the latest deals and full product details. Thanks for watching this honest review. Don't buy it blindly. Make an informed choice. Click the link in the description for the best price.